Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Kid Max, and today we got another one. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Kid Max in the building. And you know what I'm saying? I got a really quick video, man. I don't even know how long this one's gonna last. I'm literally doing this shit just for historic purposes, man. Y'all already know what it is with me. And I just wanted to talk about Lamelo, man. What kind of season I think he's gonna have this year, and just everything I feel like, that I feel like is about to go on. What do I think he's going to be looking like? And, because right now it's pretty positive, pretty positive around LaMelo, but there's still some people that are kind of doubting where he may go or just waiting to see, you know what I'm saying, which is fair. But for people that like us or people that are in this, close community that's growing, that's been around the Ball family, our belief is a little bit different, or at least speaking for myself, right? I can't speak for everybody specifically, but for the most part, everybody does feel the same way about LaMelo. And one thing I just want to say is that he's without a shadow of a doubt going to have a transcendent year this year. I think it's going to be transcendent, especially because I think a lot of people may be underestimating still his hunger to outbeat Lonzo. And I think he's seeing, the support that Lonzo's been getting. And, LaMelo's already been focused on his game. I'm not saying like he's like, trying to, the Ball brothers are competitive regardless. But I'm just saying like it's just extra motivation, right? Like maybe people are still, even though he has the team support. So that's pretty much all that should matter, he has his team support and he has community support. But there still is kind of like, this energy there, you know what I'm saying? I can't really define it the best, absolutely perfectly, but I just wanted to say that I think LaMelo's going to have a transcendent year this year. I think he's going to have a bigger impact on the team than most people think, just based off of it. Like I think we're going to see. I think it's possible that we see a lot more of his Lonzo traits this year, or his game reminiscing Lonzo's game, just as far as like, because he's going to have the ball a lot more, like I said, we're going to see him start from the beginning of the season, right? That matters. He's not going to have to be fighting to get into flow from the bench. That matters. And now he's had a whole off season with the team. That matters as well. So, I don't think he's going to be affected by his wrist whatsoever. Yeah, like I literally just wanted to say, like, I think he can be transcended this year. I think, and I wanted to make sure that I specifically mentioned that LaMelo is going to have a similar body to Paul George and Zach Lavine. I think once he gets into his Paul George, Zach Lavine body, that mixture, that combo, he's going to have the height of Paul George and the kind of thickness of Paul George at that size. And he's going to have that tone. He's going to be toned like Zach Lavine is toned. Because Paul George isn't necessarily toned. He's just big and kind of and slim. You know what I'm saying? But Zach Lavine is a bit more toned, and you can already see the tonality in LaMelo Ball, his body and his body type. And so he's gonna be like a Paul George, Zach Lavine body type, which is why I say in the next 3 years he's gonna be on a different level. But this year we're gonna be able to see him be transcendent, and we're gonna still, because he still has a kid body compared to the rest of the people in the league. So he's going to have that advantage in regards to that wow factor of his game, him still having that young aura about him, and his just ability to fly on the court. When he does his Kyrie Irving kind of layups, his layup package is so saucy and smooth. He's going to be able to really just impress people this year, even more so than last year. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how far his game takes him this year, because I think it's going to be interesting, because I think him and Lonzo are both going to play at the highest that we've ever seen them play. I just want to put that out there. I think this year is going to be the highest level of basketball that we've ever seen LaMelo Ball and Lonzo Ball play, like point blank period. Like literally, I feel like regardless of the situation, like regardless of what happens this year, because we've all had expectations going into years and what we thought players should be doing or coaches should be doing. And it always changes, things always change for whatever reason. even though this year I believe we're not going to have that many challenges. Like I think the coachings, Borrego is definitely supporting Lamelo this year. And I think Billy Donovan, I don't see, not to make this Alonzo video. I don't think that Billy Donovan is going to, because a lot of people were mentioning that they think that, Alex Caruso could take Lonzo's spot. And I just feel like, that's going to only be possible if when Lonzo has a bad game or two, Billy Donovan destroys his confidence even further and starts to bench him like in the past. But I don't think they're going to. I think the Bulls are fully tuned into Lonzo, and they're going to give him time. They're going to give him space to fail and make mistakes so he can actually grow, which is what Lamelo needs to do, be able to do as well, which is what I think is going to be, he's going to be given the reins to do this year, which is why it's going to have such a transcendent season, because we're going to be able to see him overcome these challenges that he is going to have, because players are going to be D'ing him up a lot more this year. Nobody's really been talking about that because we know how transcendent Lamelo already is. But this year, everybody's a little bit more hungry than last year. That's just how it goes. Every year you get a little bit more hungry, you get a little bit more tired, you get a little bit more hyped up, you get a little more ready to go and change your life and change the world, or, pursue your dream or whatever the case may be. And, once people kind of see what they have to do to prepare to face you, they kind of, so Lamelo's going to be facing a little bit more physicality this year for sure. He might even get tested by the refs a little bit. These are just things. I'm just going off my intuition. Again, that's why I'm doing this video, because preseason basically starts for me tomorrow. Lakers play today with the Nets. I watched a little bit of the game. But I'm saying, I watched it. I watched what I need to watch. But once the season starts, I'm gonna be doing my gameplay breakdowns and all that type of stuff, and giving my perspective and just trusting my intuition with it. That's why I'm making this, really, just to kind of give some clarity about, like I said, I think he's gonna be, he's gonna grow into his Paul George, Zach Lavine body. And I think he's going to this year be more transcendent than last year, obviously, because he's going to have way more time with the ball. And it's just like Lonzo's situation, where he's going to be trusted a little bit more this year. Like he's going to be given more space, and to some people on the to be devil's advocate, people that we call haters or people that maybe just talk about it differently. It's like, these things are natural anyway, like just in human reality. Like you can't always just, no matter how good you are in things, like you still got to earn your spot in different situations. People have to be convinced, blah, blah, blah. But we knew what was going on last year. That's why we were complaining last year, because it was things that was going down that we just felt like didn't make sense, considering how he was playing and considering, his contribution to the team so early when we talk about Lamelo Ball. And so this year, I think the matchup of the year is going to be Lamelo Ball versus Lonzo Ball. And then, Kyrie Irving versus Lonzo, Lamelo, and Kyrie versus LeBron, and then KD. And these are going to be some very important matchups as far as the storylines, guys. Storylines. I'm talking about storylines here, because there's a lot of other great matchups that are going to happen. But those are going to be, some real. Oh man, look at the legend. Shout out to the legend, Hoop Jargon, man. Wow, bro. Man, you don't even realize. I'm just going to go ahead and not to get sentimental, man. You don't even realize how your presence just now just like gave me a boost of energy, bro. A positive energy, man. Because this shit, when we try to create our futures every day, it's always new challenges. It's always new struggles, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, man. Shout out to salute, man. Yo, SMG. Salute to you, bro. Same thing. Y'all being here, y'all don't even know your presence. It means a lot to me, man. Straight up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys. Keep going. Don't give up. You feel me? But yeah, I just wanted to make these videos for history really quick before the season starts, because what I'm going to be doing during the season, guys, I'm going to be basically, picking my favorite teams like Atlanta Hawks, Hornets, because of LaMelo, Chicago Bulls. I'm going to be covering Paul George a little bit more, because Paul George is one of my favorite players as well. Man, keep working, bro. You make good content. Thank you, man. That means a lot, bro. I'm just trying to build one day at a time. You feel me? Thank you, bro. And me seeing you guys' stories and y'all channels and y'all journeys inspires me as well. Like, I thought SMG had more videos, bro. I thought you already got hella videos, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I know, because your influence is powerful, SMG. So all of us are growing, and it's just inspiring when I say that. Same for you, Hoop Jargon. I know you got challenges you're going through too, bro. And to see your channel grow the way it's growing, man, it's beautiful. So I appreciate it all. Trust and believe that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really, really believe, guys, that this year LaMelo is going to be transcendent as fuck. and he's basically going to that matchup. It's like like, and again, it was one of the biggest matchups of the year last year, the Lonzo Ball and the Lamelo Ball matchup, but it was still unbalanced. We know that because of the whole situation in regards to Lonzo's playing time, etc. And so, like I said, we already know that, like, it's not going to be about them being against each other. It's just about, it's meant to be this way. They're meant to go against each other because what's going to happen is people are going to be forced to admit that they're both transcendent players, because people are more willing to give it to LaMelo than Lonzo, which is you kind of get it, but not really when you understand his overall play, right? How much you think Lonzo going to average? I see 16, 17. Yo, that's a great stat. I love that. That's actually like a good balance between what I was saying. I was thinking like on the average end, the regular end, like on the more high end, like 17, 9, and 9, because I feel like he's going to be really going for those boards, but just he's got a lot more help, man. So it's going to be interesting. I think he's going to have more assists than I was thinking initially, because on the high end, some people may not agree with this. On the high end, I was thinking like 29 and 9. A lot of people may not see that. Some people can see where I'm coming from with that, because we know Lonzo gets good buckets when he's with his teammates. You know what I'm saying? Okay, appreciate that. Hope you see what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think 29 9, 17 7 and 7, 17 9 and 9 on the higher end. 7 and 7, like I said, that's low. That's just me thinking about it from a perspective of him cruising in. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like, if they've dialed in completely, he could really have 10 assists. But I feel like 16-7 is good. I like the 16. I like the 16-7 and 10. I think it's going to be more like 29 and 9 on the high end. I think Lonzo Ball is really going to be, because he's going to get hella extra points that he's never gotten before, because of him having teammates that are actually going to be able to be in a system that caters to him as well. So he's going to be getting those extra passes now, because because of the coaching staff and because of the organization being behind them, the players have the confidence to risk things with him, right? Because see, when their ass is on the line, it's hard to risk throwing that alley-oop to Lonzo when everybody's down Lonzo. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to make the extra pass for Lonzo when he's asking for it. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why Lonzo was able to survive these years, bro, and make even any decent progress is because he was lucky enough to have teammates that were with him from the beginning, like Josh Hart and Brandon Ingram. That definitely helped his presence in New Orleans, and that helped other players trust him more. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't know the narratives that affect players and how it makes other players, hesitant to do things. Like we all know BI, for example, was one of Lonzo's best friends. But how many lobs did BI actually throw to Lonzo? Even though we can't blame BI, because guess what? BI and Josh Hart are one of the very few people to ever throw lobs to Lonzo at all. Right? But we talking about why wasn't it more when we know how deep their connection was, because Lonzo settled for his position because he doesn't want to mess up the whole team. But that throws him off his flow, because Lonzo is underrated in his aggressiveness. I keep telling people Lonzo is a Scorpio like myself, right? So the thing about Scorpio is, for whatever reason, it draws a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? Because of the mysteriousness of the person or whatever, and it's hard to read. The people are hard to read at times, even though we're very expressive. Lonzo expresses himself, but people just overlook the way he expresses himself because they expect more, they want to see more, and that's how we get into misinterpretations, because when we try to change people for who they are and we don't see their value, right, for what they bring to it, then that's when we kind of misinterpret what we're seeing. So like Lonzo Ball, everybody says they want to see more emotion, but he shows a lot of emotion. It's just that he's a reserved person because he is controlled emotionally. That doesn't mean he doesn't have emotion. He shows it on the court. And I think we're going to see the most emotion that we've seen from Lonzo on the court this year, but it's not going to be in the way that everybody still wanted to see it. We're going to see him talking. He's been talking on the court, but we're going to see more alley-oops. We're going to see him going crazy on defense more than before, because he's going to be completely invested, because that matters as well. Right, you have to be invested. You have to be invested in your team to commit like that. And I think Lonzo starts off committed, but like the more he feels he's not trusted by his team, and it throws him off his game, and it's hard to commit. But to get back to Lamelo, because this is a Lamelo video. It is a Lamelo video. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick though. Yep, that's how LeVar taught him. Yep. Exactly. That's why they all interview the same. They all have personality, but they all just have that ability to reserve their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and people sleeping on his scoring too, and his yeah, for real, bro, like for real. It's that's, but they're gonna see it. Yeah, exactly. Very stoic. Exactly, exactly, exactly. That's all it is. That's all it is. But that's actually his strength. You see, that's the thing. That's what enabled him to, last thing I'm gonna say about Lonzo, because it's really the same about Lamelo. But that's what enabled Lonzo to deal with everything he dealt with in LA. Anybody that saw Lonzo's first season in LA is the reason why they know he's one of their favorite players, or they really support him, because we got to see his leadership that year. That first year in LA was unbelievable. Like, it was a crazy pressure. I don't think Lamelo even went through that pressure, because he went through the most of that pressure when he was out of the league. You know what I'm saying? So he had a different experience. But anyway, as far as Lamelo is concerned, like, he's gonna be literally transcendent. And I feel like I said, I feel like Paul George and Zach Lavine are the best body comparisons I can give him, that I feel like it's gonna express how dominant he's gonna be in the league. And this year is going to be is no different. I think he's going to be pretty dominant. I think we're going to be seeing Lamelo going for a lot of dunks on people's heads. We've seen him in practice, practicing his dunks and different things of that nature. So, as far as Lamelo's stat line, Lamelo's starting. So, excuse me. I think Lamelo's going to have, like, because I'm still a little skeptical. I'm not going to lie, guys. I mean, I feel like it's obvious that that James Borrego is going to trust, and they're calling him the young vet now and things like that. So I think they definitely are dialed in. I've just been emotionally damaged from these past 4 years. I mean, it's been 4.5 years of this situation with Lonzo, and then even Lamelo was going through it out before high school, before the NBA. We saw what Lamelo went through in Vitotis, you know what I'm saying, and different places like that. So, man, but I feel good about it. I'm gonna be more optimistic, and I'm just gonna say, like, if everything is if he's really given a chance to just play the game, because they don't have a backup like Alex Caruso in Chicago, where I feel like he can lose his position like that. But it's just going to be really interesting to see. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be really interesting to see. But I have a good feeling about it. But ultimately, I think his stats are going to be somewhere around, 23, 7, and, 4. You know what I'm saying? Or, something like that. Like, or like, yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? 23, 7, and 4. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it depends on, he could get way more rebounds. I'm just being, like, conservative right now, just because I got to see how that team is going to, I feel like they're going to have a whole new operation, how they're going to play. You know what I'm saying? So I see Lamelo with 21, 7, and 7. Okay, I like that. And Lonzo 16, 7, and 10. I like that. I like that, SMG. That's a good take. I like that a lot. You right up there. Let's see what you're talking about, Hoop. I had the pleasure, to meet Zoe at the B&B Estate. Wow, that's how he is, 24/7, laid back. Yeah, he's chill, but he's got personality. You know what I'm saying? And he obviously has friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's just chill. That's good that you got to meet him though. That's lit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got the keys now, so I feel like he's definitely gonna have somewhere around 21, 7, and 7. I think he'll definitely have more rebounds. Yeah, I like that stat line, SMG. I like that a lot. I'll take that. 21, 7, and 7. With Lonzo, 16, 7, and 10, I like that as well, because you're right. Lonzo's going to be way more on the defensive end. He's going to be getting those rebounds, and he's going to be pushing it up. Assist-wise, 7, I like that as well. Yeah. But I'm gonna still stick to the 9. I'm gonna still stick to 9, because I feel like Lonzo's going to get like an easy 3 assists every game in like the first 5 minutes, the first 3 minutes of the game. Like, and that's like 3 minutes going fast, you know what I'm saying? But 3 assists is low. I really feel like it's gonna be like I feel like, yo, real shit. I feel like it's gonna be a situation like the way Lonzo's gonna play with this team. That's why, like, I think FYF was trying to explain this in his way, but he just was kind of not understanding my point as well. Because I think FYF was talking about how he's not gonna be focused on scoring and stuff. And we know that Lonzo's not gonna be focused on scoring. But see, he does like to score too. And I think what happened was people got confused his play style with how he maneuvers in the game, like how he reads things. Like, every player approaches the game differently. So Every player approaches the first quarter different, the second quarter different, the third quarter different. And Lonzo, to me, is the type that reserves his best offensive plays for the third and fourth quarter so that he can surprise the opponent. That's just my take, right? I think the first two quarters, the way Lonzo likes to play is to just get his team involved and then score on the outside when he can, but stay aggressive. Like he is aggressive anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we just weren't able to see it as much because of the style of play of those teams. With Chicago, because their style of play is more predicated to his style of play, we're going to see Lonzo do what he normally does, which is take a laid back approach to a degree in regards to how he, approach the game. But guess what? The difference is that if he sees an open lane, I do think Lonzo's going to go for that open lane, but he's not going to prioritize it every single time. If he doesn't feel it's the right play to make. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference, because he's going to feel confident in all those ways, and again, this is a LaMelo Ball video, but I think LaMelo's going to really have a great year, man. Like, I don't even know what else to say, really. Like, let me see what you're talking about, B-Dog. I feel like Billy Donovan is going to make him that Westbrook and have him hover over a triple-double every night. I like that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's going to be able to his numbers are going to add up as the game continues forward. That's what people don't understand when they think we're talking about him just scoring a lot, and they don't understand how we think he can get 20 and 17 and 18, because, what I'm saying, in some nights he's going to be getting 20 and still having 7 and 10. You see what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball. And then, I'm just really interested to see how LaMelo does this year. I think it's going to be really interesting. You know what I'm saying? LeVar told me Lonzo's approach is 100%, get everybody involved. You on point? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's like, again, he saves his best for the end. That's why he's always able to be clutch. It's a certain mental approach that I think he takes. And I think the reason why it backfired on him these last couple years is because he was playing in a system that wasn't enabling him to have any space for his own offensive game when it was available. So he was having to learn certain things on the fly after being mentally damaged, having to go, and these things matter as well. Think about how mentally fucked up he was as he was still already playing his game. Like, even I talk about this a lot when it comes to Lonzo in LA. Like, he was way more clutch and impactful than people give him credit for, just because he wasn't able to, he was bricking certain shots and it looked so ugly, and he was missing certain layups, but he was still clutch and hitting moments when he was in the game. But because the style, the way the Ball brothers play is so, it has the emblems of chaos within it. And the world is created from chaos and beauty. It's all connected. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it came from the darkness and then the bang happened, right? Like, that's how the Ball brothers play. So sometimes on the outside looking in, or even on the sidelines, the coach that's like trying to judge the situation, I feel like a lot of times these coaches, they get thrown off by the chaotic moments that happen in the game, and then they stop trusting the players. So that's why I said it's gonna be, because this year is a different energy spiritually. It's, a lot, y'all know my channel is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be dropping an update video for you guys really soon about the other podcasts that I want to do. I have a podcast that I'm gonna be dropping called the Anonymous Podcast. We're gonna be talking about culture and things going on in the world. I have another podcast that I have called the Hot Take Podcast, where I'm gonna have people like Hoop Jargon, SMG, and you guys that I want to have on. We do hot takes. It's not about stats. It's about intuition and what do you think is gonna happen. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna have another podcast that I'm probably gonna be dropping first sometime next week, which is going to be called Podcast Radio, where I talk about independent artists and things of that nature, right? But let's see what you're talking about. Yeah, you have great taste, man. Keep up. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Yep, he knows his time gonna come. You feel me? Facts. Me, you, SMG need to do a show on the kids soon. Facts. Oh, see, look, I didn't even see that comment, but it's all divine timing, Hoop. Like, you heard what I just said. It's all divine timing, bro. Like, I'm still aligning things right now in my life on the outside, and I'm still trying to keep it. I'm still trying to build on the outside right here with YouTube. So don't worry, bro. I'm gonna be hitting y'all up soon, and y'all got something y'all want to do, hit me up. For sure. Yeah, I'm all down. Okay, cool. We just confirmed it here. Live. Shout out to the Pope, man. Look at the Pope, dog. Look at the Pope, man. Shout out to the Pope, dog. You a legend already, big dog. Yes, sir. He out here working, man. You see him out here, bro. That boy out here. I'm like, this nigga everywhere already. Now he was been doing his thing, but now it's like, I feel like Pope got a whole situation going on. Pope said, nah, these niggas got me fucked up. I don't know which nigga. I ain't involved in nothing. But Pope's like, yo, man. he on that Lonzo year. You feel me? Pope on that Lonzo shit right now. But But yeah, bro, I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be one of those situations where like that's the difference. People don't understand. Like that's the difference is the fact that Lonzo for the first time is gonna be playing a system that when those spaces open up for him, because see, people were judging, and again, rightfully so, right? Rightfully so. His shots didn't look right, they didn't go in all the time. His layups were just looking bad, but there were so many things that were connected to that, and there were so many times where he did make those plays, but it was overlooked. You know what I'm saying? It was overlooked. I know, right? It makes you feel, hey, yo, Pope, I want to tell you the same thing I told Hoop Jargon and SMG, bro. Your presence means a lot, bro. Thank you for being here. Hey, yeah, no doubt, bro. I meant everything I said, bro. Everything I said, bro. You know what I mean? Like, thank you for being in here. You know what I mean? It means a lot, bro. Like I said, bro, we all going through something, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, y'all don't even know what I was thinking today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, sometimes you can attract hate and you don't even know where it's coming from. You can attract certain people. People can, you start pursuing your own shit. Because I'm type that I always be there for other people. But once you start your own shit, man, people start getting away, feeling away. You never know. And you start feeling things. And I'm not saying nothing right now because they never happened. I'm just speaking in general to like my life and just everything going on. And, so I appreciate y'all staying and supporting me because it matters more than you think, and like we've gained subscribers and everything. So I really appreciate y'all, man. And I wish that y'all continue on y'all dreams and never give up as well. And I'll support y'all whenever y'all need me. So hit me up. You feel me? Whatever it is, I'll do my best. And we definitely have to keep building our network because we all we got. And we got to be a voice because this season, thank you, Spirit. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. Thank you, Spirit. Look, this season is going to be different as fuck, right? Because look, Spirit, bro, the world is changing, bro. Look what's already going on, bro. Look what's already happening when it comes to Kyrie Irving, the situation, the league, and the vaccine, all these things. Appreciate, man. It's all love, bro. We doing it naturally. Just put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Bro, literally, like this season is gonna be so emotionally intense. See, I'm just bringing what I can bring to the table, like my perspective, bro, and the words I can use, like to really break it down to how I see the game, bro, like and what's about to happen. Like it's about to be crazy. Like this shit's about to be, and every year it's like this. But it's not because of just the game changing. It's because the world is changing. And people don't usually see the way the league wants to keep things, the way these business conglomerates want to keep things. They want to keep society, its spiritual society as it's growing in the world. They want to keep it separate from the game. You can't keep it separate from the game. That's what Kyrie represents. That's what Kyrie Irving represents. You can't keep these social issues away from the game. Ain't no separating it. Ain't no calling him. Ain't no telling him ain't no. Come on, Shaq. You can't be talking about telling Kyrie Irving to hang it up, man. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't exist. These players also represent these states, and then those states represent other people. So they have to speak their mind too. See, and that's what I'm saying. This is gonna be one of the biggest years of all time, right? I'm talking about, because like I said, people keep talking about the super team situation. I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm gonna make a video about that specifically. I need to make a video about that. Yeah, I need to do that because everybody keep talking about super teams and how super teams is gonna be like such a bad thing for the league. But I actually believe super teams is one of the best things to ever happen for the league. People say that super teams have always been around. Yes, they have always been around, but it's a different dimension of super team this time. Because we're seeing these, remember, like a lot, like I'm 29. I'm 29, right? Pope, I think you said you was like 40, bro. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Black don't crack. You feel me? Like age is nothing but a number. It's not about age, it's about cycles, right? So Pope, that means you just on your third cycle of life. That's nothing. You're still a baby when it comes to the world and how God sees you. You know what I'm saying? But your wisdom is reflected in your experience. Me, I'm 29. I'm still a very baby. I'm just starting my second cycle of life. But that don't change the wisdom that I've already witnessed. See, and what's going on this year, bro, it's going to be a lot of drama. More than we've ever seen in the league. I'm just putting it out there. This is my prediction. Shout out to Lamelo because it's on his video. You know what I'm saying? It's this year is gonna be. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, prepare. That's why I made these videos about Kyrie now. I prioritize making those videos about Kyrie and these players. Apparently Andrew Wiggins already took the shot. I'm not here judging nobody. I'm just speaking to what's already, we've already witnessed what's going on. Hopefully Kyrie Irving doesn't have to stand alone. But the beautiful thing about it is, Kyrie Irving, he's getting help. Kyrie Irving is getting hella support from Atlanta right now. I'm giving y'all some insight shit, like spiritually, like just intuitively, like that's why I think Kyrie Irving's so strong. Like Kyrie Irving be talking about 19 keys and these people. So Kyrie Irving, I think, and I don't know who Andrew Wiggins is speaking to. I don't know who these other players are speaking to, so we don't know how long they're going to. But I think Kyrie Irving has a lot more moral support around him. So he, like, look what he did. Like in order for Kyrie Irving to feel comfortable, he made the live stream before he did the media conference. Like anybody that watches my video, in order for Kyrie Irving to feel comfortable, he did that on purpose for his comfort. And I think he did that also to prove a point, because that was before everything blew up. Like it's crazy how that all happened. Like if you check my timeline, if y'all go to my page, y'all see that I dropped a video about Kyrie before he even did the media day. Just from, because I knew it was about to happen. I seen it, bro. Because before the media day even happened, the news came out that he wasn't going to do the vaccine or something like that. Remember that? And then all of a sudden, like it was just bubbling just a little bit, but it was still undertone. And I said, yo, Kyrie's serious again this year. He's going to go again this year. I need to talk about this now, because I know for a fact that if Kyrie Irving's trying to do what he did last year and being a leader for the President's Union, they're going to try to behead this man, bro. Because the thing about society sometimes is this whole coronavirus has got us locked in our cribs, isolated. So people like myself want to watch basketball. We want to be entertained again. We want to be, excited again. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? And see, like, and I fuck with Shaq. But when you got comments like the one Shaq made, it represents the energy of that side of society that just wants to get back to normal. But see, their normal is just acting like there's no bullshit going on in our society. There's no corruption going on. That's not real life. And I think that's what Kyrie Irving represents. It's like, yo, man, listen, bro, this is an independent free world. See, a lot of people try to use the fact that the NBA is its own private corporation. That's why they can do what they do. That's like, you could say that America is a private corporation so they can enslave us all. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? Because guess what? Just like the NBA, just like the players need the NBA needs the players. The difference is the players have to realize, just like us in society, our value to the fucking conglomerate. Okay? And I'm gonna dial it back a little bit, because this ain't all meant for these sports videos. I'm gonna do that in the anonymous podcast. I'm gonna drop that and maybe even get some of y'all on there, even though that's, y'all mostly for sports, but I know y'all are deeper like myself, and y'all can be on there as well. And because I want to have y'all on for more than just the Hot Take Sport podcast, but the anonymous podcast, I'm gonna have other people that are like my friends from outside of YouTube. But I definitely want to have y'all there as well, for sure, because we're gonna be talking about this on a deeper level. But like literally, I dropped that video, guys. Literally, I dropped that video, and the next day, the Kyrie Irving press conference happened. I didn't even know they was having a press conference the next day, and he did it on live. Okay, I feel like that was meant to be, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I covered it, because we have to not be distracted, bro. Thank you all, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit, that's what I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna get blown up. And the thing that happens is there's so many storylines that happen within just one fucking week, guys. Within 1 week, there's so many storylines that by the time this shit starts happening, we all, no matter how, like everybody here, I look at everybody here as intelligent people, but guess what? All of us are going through shit, and guess what? We could easily be swayed and forget what these players said and what they represented and what's really going on. Because what's going to happen is there's a specific strategy that the mass media uses to attack players and how they isolate them. They talk about them a certain way during the games, and they make it, you notice the league makes it all about accountability to your team, right? They always make it seem like when you're doing something for a bigger cause, you're letting your team down. But like, what is the reason for letting your team down? Is it for something important, or is it for selfish reasons? Right? And they don't never address that. Just like, not to make this video anything other than about Lamelo, you guys can look at my other video where I talk about all the players that didn't decide to not get vaccinated, where I speak about the fact that at the end of the day, it's all it's about is, controlling the message. Because again, it's funny because it's like they don't want us to make it political, but they make it political by not giving people a choice. Right. And to be fair to the NBA as well, to be fair and objective, they are in a kind of a hard spot, right? Because they have to abide by state mandates, right? Like you do have to, but that's the beautiful thing about America, is that every state is different. Right. And right now, when I'm in this conversation about the vaccine right now, when it comes to that situation, America is ignoring the other 50% of people that are immune. They're ignoring their statements, and they're ignoring their perspectives. Right. So yeah, it's just one of those things that's crazy. And I think we have to make sure we keep our eyes on these stories about these players. Like I'm hoping, shout out to Jonathan Isaac. He seems like he's very strong. So no matter, even though he's got kind of a smaller market, I think he's going to stand his ground, because he did that last year. So, and I think Bradley Beal, Bradley Beal's a man of faith as well. And I think he's going to stand his ground. He has a little bit more leverage to stand his ground as well with Kyrie. So I'm hoping, because, you know, Andrew Wiggins unfortunately kind of gave in. I'm hoping that, you know, Kyrie Irving has his support. But the beautiful thing about it is, even if Kyrie doesn't have support, if Kyrie Irving ends up being the last one, I'm letting this be a hot take. It's all good. If Kyrie Irving ends up being the last player, the only fucking player to make a stand, guess what? It's only going to benefit his legacy in the end. And people forget, Kyrie Irving just had a child. He just had a child with that beautiful woman. So he's on a whole different level right now mentally. Okay, he ain't thinking about retirement. He's thinking about, best to believe he strategized, or he thought about all this when he made the decision to become vice president. Okay, but they probably, some people, you know, when you think about how hard the media goes on him, it's almost like they didn't expect Kyrie to be this type of leader as a vice president. I'm gonna get into that on another video. Maybe that's something that me and Pope can talk about when we do our shit together, bro. We can talk about this shit, because I think that's very interesting. If you notice, like, because how did he get that? If everybody's mad at Kyrie so much, they're so mad at him, how the fuck did he get that position? But you know how this shit go, bro. He got this shit young, bro. He got that shit young, so he was putting in work early and got in there, and maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's deep. It's deep. I'm not gonna go into it right now. We can talk about, this is about Lamelo. At the end of the day, Lamelo is gonna have a transcendent year, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Hoop Chart can talk about. Well, brother, you got that young spirit that I love, that I live, but you gotta understand, business is compiled of pimps. Well, brother, you got that young spirit that I live, but you gotta understand, business is compiled of pimps and hoes. The game's called love, real shit. You spitting, bro. That's real shit, bro. You know. It's about. It's fucked up, because it's like, it's not even all about. It's about the money, and it's about the influence, and it's about controlling the narrative. And sometimes controlling the narrative isn't actually, they're not trying to be evil. It's just they're scared. That's what we have to understand. Like, everybody that's telling people, that's trying to force people to get the vaccine right now, they're just scared. They don't understand what we don't see. You know what I'm saying? Or if you know, if you got the vaccine, you got it. It's okay. Like, it's, you know, everybody's got their food, but that's really what it is. It's fear. And it's the same thing when it comes to the league. It's fear of losing substantial foundations due to a high societal stance. So when you have somebody like Kyrie Irving that makes that kind of noise, and then you talk about the team that he's connected to, KD, you know, James Harden, and these are premier matchups. And so that means every time that matchup is in line, so is the narrative. See, Kyrie knows what he's doing. Kyrie knows what he's doing, and I think it pisses people off, because people just like how they want to talk about LeVar in a sense. You know, they want to make Kyrie, everything Kyrie does, they want to make it seem like it's about him. But it's really just people that are frustrated and that don't want to actually listen to what he's saying because of their own emotional state about the situation. And then most people just wanting to genuinely just be entertained again. People just want to forget. That's the difference. People just want to forget, but we cannot forget. If we forget, then it will happen again and again and again. That's why we need brothers like Kyrie and Jonathan Isaac to step up. Even LeBron, right? Because LeBron got the vaccination, but LeBron didn't allow himself to be used in the media. That's very important. I was going to put his interview in there before, but it wasn't, because he didn't say anything about Kyrie. I thought he had spoken about Kyrie, but he did not. But ultimately, you know, LeBron said, hey, look, man, I'm not going to be telling people what they need to do with their own bodies. That's important, because if you notice, the media always ask these questions like they try to demand these players to make a statement. It's very deep, okay? But I'm off that. But back to Lamelo. If you guys want to hear more of that talk, just check out that my most recent video. I talk about all this stuff and my beliefs. I even show a video from senators talking about the COVID-19 situation. It's very, very informative video. Both perspectives are shown to a degree, and you can kind of get a holistic view. Just check out my most recent video about players not getting the vaccine. But in regards to Lamelo, guys, like, Lamelo's going to be transcendent. We already know that, but just how transcendent, to give the visual, he's going to, when he grows into that Paul George, Zach Lavine body, he's already starting to, like, this year is going to be transcendent as fuck. But when he grows into that Paul George, Zach Lavine body in the next 2 years, right? Next 2-3 years, that's when the real comparisons about him and Lonzo are going to really be more legitimate, because at that point, both of them would have developed their games to where we can see their potential. And that's why I'm excited to see Lonzo's game this year, because he has a potential, because we haven't been able to see his dunk package. Okay? Like, this year, we're going to see a lot more of LaMelo's dunk package. We're going to see a lot more of his just everything. We're going to see a lot more of it, and it's going to be really, it's just going to feel so powerful. That's why, again, we have to make sure that we don't allow this excitement this year, guys, to distract us from these conversations. I vow to not let it distract me. I'm trying to organize my situation right now because I know how it's going to go. I know exactly how it's going to go. I'm going to give y'all a little prediction. What's actually going to happen is the media, actually, I think the way the season's so hyped, by the time especially after tomorrow. Because see, tomorrow, let me look at it real quick. Look, tomorrow we got 76ers and the Raptors, Hawks versus the Heat, Magic versus the Celtics, Pelicans versus Timberwolves, Hornets versus Thunder, Jazz versus Spurs, right? Okay. Now look at this. Look what I'm trying to tell y'all. So that's pretty much the beginning of the season, right? We didn't know, because after that, I don't know how many more preseason games we got after that, probably a couple more, until, it's going to keep going until the 9th. But basically, what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, what I'm trying to tell y'all family, is what's about to happen is two things. The media is going to literally ignore the situation, right? They're going to kind of ignore it a little bit starting tomorrow. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. Just remember, Andrew Wiggins already got the shot. So that means out of 4 players that were standing, it's now 3. And remember, the other 2, we don't know what they're going to do. Well, we don't know what Bradley Beal's going to do. Even though I feel like Bradley Beal's going to stand with Kyrie and Jonathan Isaac. But hear what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't, even if everybody falls except for Kyrie, let me tell y'all what's going to happen. I know this is about Lamelo Ball, but this is still important. It's meant to be said, so it came out. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. It means more than you know, bro. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen. I don't want to get distracted. Let me tell you what's going to happen, bro. If everybody, like I said, I don't think Bradley Beal's going to leave. I really think he's going to stand strong on it, and I don't think Jonathan Isaac's going to dip. But if they dip on Kyrie, because it was just only 4 players, at least from what we've seen. We haven't seen no white people come out. It's a whole thing. There was a video I wanted to watch that kind of talks. They feel like the NBA is being a little racist and discriminating because it is 10%. So there's more players than just Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, and Jonathan Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Why are they just, targeting these players? But I don't think it's just racism or anything like that specifically. But I got to watch the video to see what points he brings up. But I just want people to recognize this because 2 things because they're going to talk about it. Oh, yeah. They're going to reference it a little bit. But they're going to, listen, starting the beginning, they're going to just act like everything's normal, bro. And when they do bring it up, remember this. When they do bring it up, they're going to bring it up in a space of like doing the right. They're going to go back. They're going to try to double down on what they did last year. I'm telling you, they're going to double down on this energy of like, do the right thing. But it's like, what about the right thing for other people that aren't being represented? And that's why I feel like if everybody leaves, like I'm telling you, and by the way, let me give y'all some real deep etymology right quick for my guy Hoop Jargon. Appreciate you, bro, because we gotta be ourselves, right? Do y'all know what Kyrie stands for? Do you know what his name stands for? Let me make sure I do it again, just to make sure I'm accurate. I want to make sure that y'all understand. This is very deep. You know how I look at shit, Kyrie. I already know. I already looked it up. I already know. It means slain. If you look up, it means a short repeated invocation used in many Christian liturgies, especially at the beginning of a response. And where is that? It's an important prayer. Oh, wait, hold on. Where is it? It basically means Lord and slain, like slain. Like, you guys gotta look it up. Look it up yourselves. I looked it up. It's okay. Just look it up. You'll see there's many definitions, but one of the definitions is slain. And it's like being it's almost like, being the one to take the stripes, right? So it's very deep. Kyle is meant to do this. You know what I'm saying? And so, shout out to you, Zay Blaze. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm trying. We gonna cook, guys. We gonna cook, bro. Like, who? Email me, bro. So we can exchange info. You know what I'm saying? I already got in contact with Pope. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get in contact with all y'all very soon, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just keep reaching out to me. Let's keep collaborating and let's keep creating together. You know what I'm saying? But this year they're gonna try to kind of push it under the rug and they're gonna go hard on Kyrie because he's the face. But oh my goodness, Hoop. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you was on this, Hoop. I didn't know you was on this, bro. I didn't know, bro. All right, say less. Yeah, we definitely gotta get you on the pod. We definitely gotta organize something, bro. If you don't reach, You know what so y'all know what that's what I'm saying. Wait till I start the podcast, bro. Wait until I start the podcast, bro. Like we gotta link up, bro. Definitely email me. I'm gonna be reaching out to y'all too. I'm just trying to organize it all behind the scenes right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to organize it all behind the scenes right now without getting overwhelmed because it is a lot, for y'all that don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting a little personal with y'all. My mom, I stay with my mom's right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say that because there's a reason for that. My mom, she has arthritis, you feel me? And last 3 years been real tough, but things are growing. My mental health is getting better. Her mental health is getting better. I was very affected by her health status. It kind of affected me a lot. So I'm just now getting back to myself, guys. It's very deep. Not to get too personal with y'all, but it's a lot. That's realm is rough. It's rough, but it's beautiful too. That's the deep. That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful when you have people like Kyrie and Jonathan Isaac and Bradley Beal speaking the truth, and even Andrew Wiggins. Man, God bless him. God bless him. We don't know what he was dealing with. We don't know we don't know. We have no clue whatsoever. I'm the last one to judge him because he still took a stand. And there's only 4 players that we can say really spoke out about it. I think recently Draymond said something, and I think Devin Booker said something. But when we talk about the beginning of it all, the most pressure of the beginning of it all, it was these 4 players, and Kyrie was the first. So I'm not judging nobody that takes a stand and backs out necessarily because, everybody has their own scenarios, and we don't know. He even said his back was against the wall in the media conference, right? So he was already feeling the pressure trying to stand. That's why we have to, as on our end here, we can't allow the narrative to get spun to the point that the players don't even know that we can see what they're going through. Because best believe they see our channels too. So it's important that they know that we see what they're going through and we support them. Sometimes though, they probably all they see is the people saying that they're dumb and shit like that. So it's important that we speak about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Like, but that's pretty much it, guys. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, that's it. That's pretty much it. Like, I just want to say, like, this shit's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be crazy because of everything that's going on in the world. But it's not gonna be able to. They're not gonna be able to keep it out the league. Like, if any year they wanted to keep it out the league, if any year, it's not gonna be this year, bro. But what's gonna happen is I'm giving y'all a specific timeline because that's how we're gonna see the real players that are going to stand on this, because we don't know what they're going to try to bring into the league in the middle of the league season. Because see how these controllers do. And again, I'm not saying that the whole league is corrupt, because you have people in every position of power that are good and bad. But see, what's going to happen is when the season gets really hyped, that's when they're going to try to put these mandates out. I'm telling y'all remember what happened last year. Everybody was hyped for basketball season, bro, and they fucking put this shit came. I'm not gonna go there right now, but it's deep. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. Everything. That's when they shut down everything. It's deep. Because basketball season is very connected to popular culture. All right. So basketball season is about to start again. And we're about to see a lot of shit potentially get politicized. And I'm sorry, Lamelo, that this has to be on your video, but it's actually for the better because you're a part of it in a good way, not in a negative way, but you're a part of it. Like, look, like this, like everybody's gonna be tested, man. It's just, it is what it is. Like about how they speak on it, but everybody's going. I have confidence I have confidence in certain players like Lamelo, Zoe, how they have, they obviously took the shot. That's not for me to say. I think they did what's best for their career, and it's like it's one of those scenarios where, again, it's very deep spiritually, and so I don't want to convict them for that, because when you think about what they've already experienced on such a level from that league, who knows, man? It's deep, but there's other ways you can make a stand, and I think like Pope was talking about in his other videos where he talks about how the Ball brothers don't play the game within the game. That's a part of their way of fighting back as well. So you have to respect everybody find their own way of fighting back, and yeah. So I mean, just to make this, let me see what you're talking about. Who you be LOL facts? You'd be surprised who watch YouTube regarding their names. Yeah. That's how I met LeVar. Wow. Okay, got it. That's how I be, bro. And that's why the Ball family is different, because they actually pay attention. You know what I'm saying? They pay attention to the culture. They grew up with the culture. They helped grow the culture. So they better pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That's their advantage, man. That's always been their advantage. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's Kyrie's advantage as well. Kyrie's advantage that he knows what's actually going on in the world, in the culture. So he's able to make that stand and have a bit more conviction and less fear. I think the less you know about what's really going on, then the easier it is for you to get spun when they start to attack you, because they're going to attack Kyrie this year. But they're going to attack him in a way that's more painful than ever, because they're going to attack his integrity. I'm telling you, listen what I'm telling y'all. They're going to go away from the narrative of why he's doing it, and they're going to kind of twisted to this sense, because you notice how they never mention that he's vice president of the basketball association. Y'all notice that, of the players association. Y'all notice that every time they talk about this man, they never acknowledge the fact that he's vice president. Never. Like you, because you know for a fact that you acknowledge if you said something like that about a player before you spoke on your opinion, that means your opinion has to have your opinion is going to be taken with a different grain of salt from the people that are listening to you, because most people probably don't even know this, bro. Think about how the world is just blind and just following trends and shit. We just going with storylines. People literally calling. You got people out here making handles talking about Kyrie Irving is an idiot and Kyrie Irving is dumb, and like, because they're just mad. You know why they're mad? Because they're scared. Because they don't want the season to be over. They don't want something to happen where there's no basketball. You know, and it's like, I don't want nothing to be like that either. I want to see basketball too. I'm waiting for something entertainment to watch while I'm out here building this fucking cave that I'm in, while I'm isolated on purpose, trying to build and, you know, help my mom and do what I'm doing for the family and for my own mental health. I want some basketball too. But shit, that don't mean I want to become a fucking slave. That don't mean I want to become a fucking follower just because you say I should get something that I don't even have. I mean, you say I should get a shot when I don't even have the situation. Anyway, we're going to talk about it more, but let's see something. Bruh, I caught COVID. Okay, you got immunity? So wait, bruh, I caught COVID at the Lakers Nets game that KD caught it at. Ain't that a bitch? Wow. Which was the last game of the season for the bubble entrenchment? So did you have to get the shot, or did you were you able to beat it with immunity? Let me know. Let me know. That'll be a great story to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, because there's a lot of people that have natural immunity. I think I had caught COVID at one point. I don't know for sure because I never got tested to see if I had it. I didn't want to get that kind of spiritual confirmation. I just kind of felt like I may have had it. But what I did was, and again, some people are gonna look at this as like higher sick, because they're like, how are you gonna be giving advice on how to deal with it when you don't even know if you really had it? I didn't say I really had it, and I'm not giving advice. I'm giving my testimony. There's a difference. Anyway, so, you know, ultimately what I did was, when I thought I got it, because I remember walking and smelling stuff in the road. It was like they had sprayed stuff in the streets. I remember smelling, and it made me cough or whatever, right? It's really deep. This is like the beginning of everything happened, bro. And like, I remember like a couple days later or whatever, like my throat started itching and shit. And like my nose was itching, and like my nose just started drooling a lot. And I kept sneezing, and it basically lasted for 2 weeks. But why I'm telling y'all this is because I was kind of in fear. You know, I started kind of getting a little fearful, because I'm like, damn, bro, like, I don't get sick like that. You know what I'm saying? My immune system is pretty strong at this point, so I don't get sick like that. But what happened was, like, I was starting to think like, damn, bro, because like I said, I was going through a lot. So I was a little bit more weak mentally during this time. So I was already going through a lot. So it was actually, because I was feeling it. I was feeling effects in my body and stuff. I could still breathe and everything like that, but my nose was drooling a lot. I was having to sneeze a lot, and I was trying to sneeze it out through my nose. I didn't know what it was. I mean, but it just felt really weird because it came on me out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like a regular cold or nothing. It just came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden I just couldn't stop sneezing, right? But I kept telling myself, I don't have COVID-19. I don't have COVID-19. I don't have that. I don't have COVID. No, I'm a spiritual, divine, sovereign being, and I can heal myself. And if I am sick, then God or the Spirit will reveal it to me, and I'll make the right decision accordingly. Right. But that's just my way of dealing with these things within my body, as I've learned about myself and how to speak to my soul body, and all these different things like that. In a way, we're all learning on how to do that, you know. And some people come into this video and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But everybody in here knows what's going on right now. But sometimes you got to talk to yourself. And I basically healed myself. Again, I'm not saying I had it, because I don't know for sure. I never got tested. I never even wanted to get tested to see if I had it. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I feel like that would have been too powerful of a confirmation spiritually to bring into myself to say that I have it. And then again, everybody approaches things differently when it comes to their health. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what you're talking about, Hoop. Let's see. I wrote, my nigga, go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy. Yeah. I wrote it out naturally. This is back when people ain't know what it was fully. Lost taste and smell. My motherfucking nigga, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I didn't want to assume that. I didn't want to just put words in your mouth, because I figured you was one of them types. I figured you was one of them types that could do it. You see what I'm saying? They don't want us talking about this. They don't want us thinking like this, bro. You feel me? They don't want us thinking like this, big dog. That's crazy, bro. That's beautiful. I'm so glad that this shit is documented here tonight. Shout out to YouTube for allowing for an objective platform. Yeah, YouTube gets talked about a lot, but at the end of the day, if it was all bad, best to believe a lot of niggas wouldn't be on this motherfucker right now. So this world is bigger than we think. There's a lot of shit that goes on both sides, and there's two people. There's both sides fighting, no matter what company it is. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to YouTube for allowing this platform to be out. Shout out to Hoop Jargon for beating coronavirus. We got to talk about these stories. Where are these stories in the news, man? You know what I'm saying? Where are these stories at? You feel me? Where are these stories at? But you know what I'm saying? Where are these stories at, man? Like, but listen, man, listen, guys. At the end of the day, this is a quick video. Like I said, I'm gonna save these deep talks for the Anonymous podcast. And you know, when we talk about culture and politics and the world around us, we're gonna be talking about that. That's coming really soon. I'm gonna be dropping that every Sunday. That's the vision. Okay, but the first one we're going to be doing is the podcast radio, where we're going to be doing some independent artists and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I plan on hopefully dropping that next Friday. I wanted to do it this Friday, but it was just too much going on. I couldn't get it all done the way I wanted to. Had to get to some technical stuff, but be on the lookout for that. But I'll be dropping these basketball videos too still. But yeah, guys, just, you know, just give y'all a little bit of my thoughts. You know, shout out to Hoop Jargon for being on here. Shout out to Pope for being on here. Zay Blaze, you know what I'm saying? SMG, and everybody that was on here today, bro. Like, real talk means more than you guys even know or could even fathom, as far as just how it makes me feel. Appreciate it the most. And okay, bro, I will, bro. I will. You got the same name? I will, bro. Bro, I'm gonna find you on IG. I don't be on Twitter. I'm gonna find you on IG because I use a different name on IG. So I'm gonna hit you up and you'll know it's me. I'll let you know it's me, bro. So be on the lookout. All right. I'm not gonna say the name on here, but you'll know it's me because I'm gonna DM you and you'll know. So yeah, appreciate you for your support, bro. And you know, I support your channel and everything you doing, big dog. I'm glad we was able to finally connect directly, because I've been around you and seen you, but I wasn't able to really support you that much because I never saw your channel. I just never got to it until that day. So I'm glad that I was able to finally get to your channel that day. You feel me? Same name everywhere, bet. Same name everywhere, bet. Say less. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, like, ultimately when it comes to Lamelo, all I wanted to say was that he's gonna have a transcendent year, but he's gonna get into his highest ability, his best play, once he develops his Paul George, Zach Lavine body. And I want to make that statement publicly because I feel like people may not think he may be able to grow a bigger body. They may think he's gonna be long and just Brandon Ingram like, even though Brandon Ingram just beefed up a little bit. But Lamelo's gonna be big. He's gonna be big and athletic, bro. I don't think he's gonna be small like that. Like 3-4 years, he's gonna be looking like Paul George. Real shit. He's gonna be looking like Paul George and Zach Lavine, bro. And that's gonna be crazy. He's gonna have way more hops. He's gonna be way more transcendent than he already is, and it's gonna be crazy. You know, think about how Paul George's shot looks. Look at LaMelo's shot. You know, it's kind of have that similar flow to it, that swag to it. It's gonna be just like that. And even Zach Lavine, same thing. You know, it's gonna be just like that, bro. So, you know, I want to say more stuff, but I feel like I've said everything I could say. I just really wanted to make a quick video for document the history about my thoughts on Lamelo quickly, because I haven't made any videos on Lamelo at all. I'm gonna make more videos on Lamelo during the season. I'm gonna be doing, guys, this is not just Alonzo Ball channel, just for a PSA. This is not just Alonzo Ball channel, it's not just basketball channel, but as far as basketball is concerned, I'm gonna be covering players like Lonzo Ball, Paul George, Lonzo Ball, the Bulls and his team, Paul George in his team, LeBron. I gotta speak on LeBron, and Lamelo and Jello. I'm gonna be doing a Jello video soon as well. Be on the lookout for that, just to talk about it. But I'm kind of laying back in the cut right now in regards to the Jello video, just because I want to collect my thoughts a little bit, because there's a lot going on right now with that, and I kind of want to make sure that when I speak on Jello, I'm able to trust my intuition and just speak and not worry about all the new narratives that are coming out right now, because there's a lot of new stuff coming out. And like my guy Hoop Jargon knows, you know, this game is bigger than the game. You know what I'm saying? And my guy Hoop Jargon knows that, just like the Pope B Frank knows that. And so, you know, shout out to everybody that's been on here, bro. It means more than you guys know, bro. Thank you guys to all the new subscribers. We've gone from 57 subscribers to literally 81 subscribers in a matter of 2 weeks. It means more than you know. This is like life-changing for me, just as far as inspiration is concerned. I'm not doing this for money. I'm literally not worried about being monetized at all. I plan on making money through merch with you guys and through donations, straight up. And because my content is going to be so much bigger, I don't plan on having to worry about making money through YouTube until it's inevitable for them to have to pay me. You see what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna set it up. So I'm not even worried about being monetized as far as like just like trying to get money from it or anything. Like, I'm just trying to make sure my videos don't get taken down in regards to that. That's it. But so this channel is for history. That's it. It's for history and creative shit. That's it. You know what I mean? So like, don't think that anything I do is for money, for attention. That's why I'm not like, because everybody has their own path. So I'm just trying to find my lane, and you know, that's why I gotta make sure that y'all see the other shit that I do as well. because I do other things as well. So let's see what the last comments are before I get out of here. My guy, bro. My guy. Shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. I'm reaching out to you, bro, because we definitely got to be in contact. I'm gonna reach out to you tonight, big dog. You're gonna know it's me, okay? So just be on the lookout for that DM in an hour or so. You know, be on the lookout for that. But yeah, guys, this is it for me. This is it. You know, it's a quick little video. I know some of y'all might be mad because I didn't speak too much. I didn't speak about Lamelo the whole video, but I just really wanted to give my quick hot take. Trust me. I'm breaking down the whole thing about Lamelo a little bit more, but I'm waiting for the games. I'm gonna do my game breakdowns. That's when y'all gonna get the best of me, because that's when I'm gonna really be able to give y'all my intuition and what I see on the court, and that's when it's gonna get really raw. So until then, we chilling in the cut. It's your boy Kid Max, and I'm out in the cut. Sips tea, peace and love. I'm out.